Hello everybody, I'm back with another knife review. Now what I have in front of me is a zero tolerance ZT knife. Zero tolerance is the division of Kershaw. While I was doing my last, or one of my recent knife collection videos, a user noticed that I had a knife there that wasn't reviewed yet and he wanted to see a review on it. So here it is. Here's a ZT knife in its box. This is a very, very overbuilt knife, and as should be, this is actually a very overwrapped knife actually. Look at this. So it's got this big box. And it's got it's wrapped in two pieces of plastic here. Alright, so I want to let you see this. Actually, here, let me hold it in my hand. I want to show you how big and chunky this knife is. This is an awesome knife. Just right off the bat, I want to tell you that. But so first, again, let's give you some specs, the usual bit here. So a close right now is about 5¼ inches long. As you see, it has a speed safe system, assisted opening. The blade length is 3¾ Overall, it's a 9-inch knife, and it weighs in at a hefty 8 ounces. The steel is a premium S30V, has G10 on one side, TI slab on the other side, and it's a frame lock, as you can see. Features a nice pocket clip and a Rickender lock stop. So, alright, well, let's get into it. Now, right off the bat, like I said, this is a very, very huge knife. I mean, you can tell in my hand, this will fill up your hand, as well as your pockets, too. So if you do plan on carrying this in your pocket, you know, make sure you have a good use for it, because, you know, you don't want to break this thing out just to open letters with it, really. It's just a little bit overkill. You want to be out there wailing on trees, or, you know, I don't know, taking down, you know, dangerous animals. I don't know. You just gotta be you just gotta have a good use for this knife. So, like I said, it does feature the excellent speed safe system. Now, I mentioned in my other video, I'm not a huge fan of assisted opening knives, but in this case, it probably is needed. You can disable it. You know, there's a way to do it, but I haven't gotten around to do it because I'm too lazy. So let me zoom in here and I can show you some more about the tiger stripes on the blade and everything else about it. So here's the tiger stripes blade. It was very nicely made. You know, you can tell a lot just from looking at the knife that it has a lot of canned onion and the strider qualities to it. Look at this awesome belly and a slight recurve here. You know, it's great for cutting tasks, you know. Very, very thick blade, very overbuilt. Features a nice little swedge here where you can, you know, if you hold it up close toward the end of the choil here, you can put your thumb on top to get extra purchase from cutting downwards with the knife. Features excellent jimping. This is very hard cut, so you know if you lock your thumb in here, it's not going anywhere. Coupled with a choil that the flipper creates here, you can make any kind of thrust cuts. You know, your hand will not be going anywhere. Has a nice little hex bolt for pivot adjustment, which is kind of odd and out of the ordinary for me. You know, most of my stuff are either Torx or, you know, or flathead, in a case of Emerson's. And it does have a thumb stud, but you're not going to be using it because if you look at this, you notice how both sides the handle scales protrude past the thumb stud. So if you're to go to it, you can do it, but you know, you can start it and get it to go. But you know, overall, you're going to be using the flipper. So all you do is just push down the flipper, speed safe takes over, and there you go. It is tapped on all 4 corners here for a reversible pocket clip, or you can just remove it if you don't want it. This is a TI side, and both sides are pretty grippy. I mean, it's not extremely grippy, but it will not slide out of your hand. Generously sized back spacer with the nice lanyard hole right here. Here's the Rickender lock stop here. So you see it is a frame lock, and look how deeply that thing locks up. It's a very, let's see if I can get the light in here. See, look how deeply that lock locks up. See, all right, and there it is. It says S30V steel. Here's a serial number, Kai USA. So it's a you know, it's a very, very nicely built knife, you know, and it is made in the U.S. So. And it has features, also jimping on the back. I forgot about this part here. So there's some jimping on the back. So if you actually have to hold on to it in a reverse grip, your thumb will lock in right here. It is not going anywhere for any kind of downward stabbing attacks or downward stabbing motions that you need your knife for. Lord forbid you have to use it against a person. But so let me put this down on the table here. I'll show you how large it stacks up. Now here's my average size knife right here, my full size reptilian, and take a look at this. This is crazy. Look how much larger the ZT knife is compared to the full-size reptilian. So I said, if you're going to carry something in your pocket, thinking it's going to be good for everyday use, you better have a good use for it, because this knife, the ZT will be the presence of the ZT will be felt completely in your pocket, and it's very heavy. You know, it's very intrusive. It's a vulgar knife. It's a very, very nice knife. I love it. So, and it's very useful. So if you're an outdoors person, or you're in the service, or you know, or you just like to collect a nice knife, you know, and for the price point, this can't be beat. It's you know, compared if you were to just go out and just buy like a you know, an onion custom, or maybe even forget it, like a Strider custom, you know how much money you're paying for a price point. These knives are actually pretty good, you know, for something that has that kind of backing to it. So at any rate, I highly recommend it for anybody to pick up. It's a very nice knife. I highly enjoy using it. I've only had this for several months now, and I've not put it to any really hard use, but this was mainly a collector's piece for me, and I do enjoy owning this in my collection. I do enjoy showing it off, you know. So at any rate, this is my review of the Zero Tolerance ZT301 knife in the Ranger Green. I will catch you guys on the next review. Okay, take care.